what is the impact, what information they have, collected. Most of the journalists have collected a lot of information, but they could not keep it in a time frame or in a smooth way to convey to the audience. So these were the challenges, and again there was the quality challenge. Whether since you are going through the video content, so you have to see whether it's nicely edited or not. If they have used the raw footage or some news, some live footage, so how much they have kept it into it, the cuts and the narration, the interview bites. So it was quite difficult, and most of the time I had to go through the entries again and again. So that's why I took a lot of time to get through, and I think till the last deadline I have submitted.
I think the painfulness of the kind of issues which came out, it was very difficult. So one had to just take a break and come back to it, because this is dealing with the human rights issues which were there. What also helped very much was the categories which was given if the marking was concerned. So there's something about courage, and there's something impact, and also it has to say something, and I think the quality of articles which came, they went beyond just, udas kahaniyan. There was an understanding, there was a perspective, there was a structure to it. So that was something I thought which was really very, very important, and came out very well in the selection which the teams had done.
So given a choice, I would have given a vote to everybody. But unfortunately, we were left with the task of shortlisting, which is a very, very difficult process. And we tried our best in a consensual way, whatever we can. And we kept in mind three things. One is, of course, the sensitiveness of the issue, how contemporary the issue is, also the courage and the investigating skill shown by the journalist, and then the communication. How effectively does it communicate, whether it's in the form of a language or whether it's in the form of a video. How effectively does it communicate? These are the aspects we kept in mind while deciding.
I totally endorse what the other jury members have said. It's not an easy thing to, when you have such good write-ups and such good presentations, to really decide which one is probably the first. But we had the job at our hands, and we did decide which one is the best. What really I personally was looking at when I saw all the TV or the presentations is basically whether the subject matter is topical or not. If it is topical, then what kind of research work has gone into it? And I must say some of the entries that we saw, we think there are a lot of statistical research which has gone into it. And then certainly the way it is presented. So these are the three parameters in which I personally put in my decision. We've had discussions on almost all the entries that were there, and I think it was a very fruitful discussion altogether, and we did select based on a mutual consensus.
What do you have to say about RedInk Awards? Mumbai Press Club celebrates excellence in journalism.
I think I come from the bureaucracy. We do have rewards generally which are given by, we have people who are far removed from those who are being judged. What I'm saying is that there are senior guys who sit on and see the work of juniors, but to have something which has been peer reviewed and by the same kind of people is pretty novel. And I think this is a great effort and should continue.
Yes, absolutely. That is what I feel there. I mean, I've been part of it even earlier on one occasion. And I think and the fact that there is no pressure on us to select one or the other, it's absolutely democratic. That's what we have seen while the discussion has been going on even earlier. So I think it's an excellent effort and should continue.
In fact, I wish we had something like this for academics. I come from the academic community, and there are a few awards given here and there, but a lot of them are solicited, and so it's very different. But here, yeah, for me the democratic process is, and very transparent. The entire process was very transparent. We were left totally on our own, and no phone calls or pleadings or anything to be done. And I think it's very courageous, and something I think which other press clubs and other professions also should take up.
I think I absolutely agree with all of this because this is my first year to be associated with RedInk, and I think it's one of its own kind and should continue, and gives a lot of opportunity to the journalists who are daringly doing their job and their work, and they are recognizing this via RedInk. So it is, I think, a great initiative, and it must go.
Ethics, that's the only word. I think ethics, honesty, and courage. I think that is something.
Yeah, I endorse that. I mean, I think
absolutely this.
Going from bottom, I say courage is very, very much essential. Fearlessness, ethics is equally important, and then certainly following something which is very, very topical and which would be social in that manner, which affects masses.
Yeah.
Not any particular one person or one particular
People-centric.
People-centric, yeah.
Yeah. People-centric is.
Also, I feel that apart from what we have said, it's important to, in the present day and age, it's important for journalists to verify what they are saying, because this fake news has also become a part of our culture now, and that needs to be dealt with. And one of the ways of dealing with it is that you verify what you are talking about. So that is more and more important as time goes by.
So the authenticity of what you are saying, and which too with courage and with ethics. I think that is.